Well, we're going to do something a little bit different today. My name is Friday, and this is the 420 Tarot Lounge. We are calling in Sovereign, Spirit, Guardian Angels, Spirit Guides, your ancestors. And we're clearing the air to provide a free space for Sovereign, God, Spirit Guides, to provide a message as wholesome, as direct as possible, but without interruption and without delay. I have to put this out because the fire smoke alarm is right behind me, kind of, and I tend to set it off if I leave it go too long. Okay, my name is Friday. This is the 420 Tarot Lounge, and I'm glad that you're here with me today. I'm going to start trying some different things here, either before, during, or after the reading. So today, we're going to start with, I have two references here. We have a book called The Element Encyclopedia of Magical Creatures, and this is by John and Caitlin Matthews. And this book is basically just a listing of all the different mystical animals that there are. And also I have the King James Version of the Holy Bible here. So, and then I have my cards. And first we will start with a random opening, whether it's the New Testament, the Old Testament, doesn't matter. A random opening just to see what Sovereign is wanting, the type of message that Sovereign is trying to convey when we start laying the cards. We open to a psalm. So which one shall we read? What's today's date? 6/10. So none of that really works, does it? Okay, so let's take, we'll take a short one. Psalm 131, Song of Decrees of David. Lord, my heart is not haughty, nor mine eyes lofty. Neither do I exercise myself in great matters or in things too high for me. Surely I have behaved and quieted myself as a child that is weaned of his mother. My soul is even as a weaned child. Let Israel hope in the Lord from henceforth and forever. I'm not sure what that means, but we opened it randomly. If it means something to you, great. So that was Psalm 131. And I think this is it feels to me like a message of humility, being humble. All right, let's get into it. I'm going to use my Marseille, Swiss take on the Marseille here today for this first part. So like I said, we're going to try something a little different. So that was Psalm 131. So I'm going to lay one card, 3 cards, and then 1 card. All right, let's see, Sovereign, can you share with us, either yourself or through your messengers, your approved messengers? We have the Empress, 3 of Cups, Strength, the Fool. Let me see how that. Oh, okay, we've got 2 cards here. We've got the 7 of Cups, but 7 of Wands. Okay. Then we have the Lovers underneath. There's a, oh, how can I put this? It feels to me like you're in some kind of a connection, marriage, some kind of relationship where you're connected, okay? But it feels to me that you're finding maybe a little touch of reality has set in, whatever that means for you. And you may be looking, you may be looking for a new adventure to embark upon. Um, Not necessarily breaking up or separating or anything like that. This could be something that you and this other person um, plan, agree upon, whatever, and embark on it. There is a feeling that you don't know exactly what it is that you want to do. But you have that innate feeling that you need to do something. It's like being pulled out of you, but you're not sure what it is that you want to be doing. But I also feel like there's some suggestions come forward, and you may be a little bit defensive about some of the ideas. Let's get some clarity on this. I'm going to use my mini Rider-Waite Smith, and we're going to do the same pattern. Seven of Wands, Ten of Swords, Nine of Swords, Page of Swords. Wow. The Hierophant. The underlying energy here is the Ace of Wands. You're wanting to do something, and that you have, I feel like the Seven of Wands is like this carries over. You don't know what you want. You're not sure what to be doing. I think that you have a little bit of a, especially with these two cards, that you tend to dwell on what I tend regret, buyer's remorse, whatever you want to call that icky feeling. Um, this is like if you don't set the boundaries, there could be a little there. Well, there will be turmoil. My readings are timeless, and I ask that you use discernment when watching my channel, discernment and your life experiences to help unravel the message for you. If it resonates, if you enjoy my interpretation, I ask that you smash that like button, and we are 420 friendly here. So click the subscribe, spark it up. But yes, there's definitely a, it's almost like an over, possibly this, the, mm, I'm going to get a couple more cards here. What am I going to use? I'm going to use these ones. It feels like this is a little bit of protectionism, I guess you call it. You're overprotective of yourself, or what you're responsible for. But and I think some of that has to do with the you have a compartment of responsibilities, let's say, and no matter what you do, that box has to be cared for. It's attached to you like a handcuffed briefcase. And I think this is where the Seven of Wands is coming in. This is what I think is creating some of the turmoil, because it's holding you back. And it feels to me, though, here that you're finally going to stand up for yourself. So I feel like the passage from the Bible, humility and being humble, there's a there's a the defense mechanism triggered by not knowing what you want, or not being able to decide on what you want to do. This Hierophant here, it feels to me like it finally kicks in that it doesn't matter what you do, you've got to do something. The process has to continue on. The tradition still has to move forward, whatever that is. But I also feel as though with this Page of Swords here under the Fool, that you may learn to be a little bit more outspoken in in a more constructive way, let's say. I think this is why this kind of goes like 10-9 page. Is there any additional clarity you can provide for us here today? 9 of Cups. That's a pretty card. I'm not sure if these cards are done like by a creator, like actual human hand, or if they're done with AI, but they're very nice. 8 of Pentacles. Ten of Swords is the underlying energy. It feels like, okay. So whatever this activity is that you are wanting to, you're wanting to embark on some activity, you just don't know what yet. And you are, I feel like you want to be in charge of what gets picked. But being in charge of what gets picked may actually, or needing to be in charge of what gets picked, may be the delay or delay in getting anything going, or even missing opportunities. Now, I think that, see, this Ten of Swords is actually, there's actually blood on the ground, right? This Ten of Swords, oh, what Ten of Cups is underneath. This Ten of Swords is saying, okay, I'm comfortable. I'm not liking this. This is going to be a big change for me. This is an ending of one this is an ending of one mindset, one thought pattern, one you may be even deciding that it's time to um, maybe take a different approach on your communication skills. Because we have the Ten of Swords and then we have the Ten of Cups and the Emperor underneath. Well, the Ten of Swords and the Ten of Cups. It's almost like they cancel each other out. But so we have the Nine of Cups and the Eight of Pentacles. So this is I feel like this is maybe a decision that was maybe arrived upon in agreement. What is going to happen next? And I won't say you're wishy-washy about it. You are going to enjoy it. It's going to be fun with the Nine of Cups here. But this Eight of Pentacles for me is coming back to the Empress. Needing to be kind of steady, kind of even, working to perfection, or doing things to perfection. Okay. Your advice here, and again, my readings are timeless, and please use discernment and your life experience when watching tarot or consulting tarot, if you want to put it that way. The need to be in control, you can let go of that. That will assist you in getting something moving. Even not let you let go of control completely, but you may have to just kind of, we'll call it play the game, to get things moving so that there's conversation, there's debate, there's whatever that is, right? And it will finally come to some sort of content, happiness, energy. So we're going to open up this magical creatures encyclopedia the same way we opened up the King James Version of the Holy Bible. So we're just going to select a page. There we go. Okay, first one that came out to me was hummingbird. The hummingbird has a strong association with the sun and also with great joy. In Mayan tradition, hummingbird comes from the black sun and the fifth world of mythic creation. It carries the secrets of duality in its breast. So this is like a duality type thing here. I would think, you don't know what you want, but you're protective of being that you want to be the one to choose it. Hummingbird is a character in the legends of the Paiute Indians of North America. He once filled his trousers with seeds and set out on a journey to discover what lay beyond the sun. He ate one seed a day, but his journey was so long that he had to return since there were no more seeds left in his store. This legend seems to relate to the hummingbird's habit of eating upon the wing. For the Anasazi Indians, hummingbird was a messenger. In Venezuelan folklore, the hummingbird stood upon a crow and brought the first tobacco seeds from Trinidad. Hmm. Hmm. So I would say that that would mean, so it's hummingbird. I would say, based on the encyclopedia there, that this, you've got to get the balance here. Okay, you've got to get the balance here. And once the balance is in place, things will fall where they should be, um, for you to be able to move things along. I also feel like this could be a chance, an opportunity for you to take to open your mind to new possibilities. Maybe things that you thought were impossible. Open your mind. Maybe they are possible. Um, and this, I think that's what a lot of this is, because you don't think things are possible. Get yourself grounded and don't lose sight of your footing. I think that there may be butting heads here. My name is Friday. This is the 420 Tarot Lounge. I want to thank you for joining me, staying to the end. And I hope that you are having a great day. And if you're having a shitty day, have as best a day as you can in the situation you find yourself. Be careful out there. Things can get really messy. Something that was known as normal 5 years ago is now off the wall. I got some weird news last night, and I'm just trying to process it. And I'm hoping talking it out is going to help me. A dear friend of mine was at his girlfriend's house looking after her dog, and his one neighbor. There was big chaos over there. Now he's over there all the time at his girlfriend's house. He's over there all the time, and the people in the neighborhood know who he is. It's a very nice neighborhood, and so he yelled over, "Hey, is everything okay over there?" And he was waiting to hear something back, and this person came out from the backyard of the other house, and someone came from behind him and then punched the shit out of my friend. Almost killed him. Um, this was in a country area, so it was kind of out of the blue. So be aware of your surroundings. I don't know what's happened to people. I'm not exactly sure what's going on with people, and I just want anybody, uh, I want anybody that's hearing this to please look after themselves and keep themselves safe. Namaste.